What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and welcome to Cyberpunk 2077. So before we hop into this, I'll give you a quick overview of my experiences with Cyberpunk. I bought this game initially when it first released back on Xbox. It did not work at all. Buggy mess, texture pop-ins and outs, constant crashes, even with save scumming, couldn't get through it. So I ended up chalking that playthrough, didn't finish it. I bought it again on PlayStation around a month later after the first initial patch. Still kind of sloppy, but I did manage to save scum my way through that. We did manage to beat the game, but it wasn't really a good experience. Well, fast forward like a year, I bought it on PC, and that was kind of my definitive Cyberpunk experience. It was pretty polished. There was a couple new features compared to what I had done before, nice little details, like eyes glowing red and phone calls and things like that. And I kind of enjoyed the game. Haven't seen it ever since, haven't played it. Since then, we've had complete combat overhauls, complete skill tree overhauls. We're all the way up at patch 2.31, I believe now, and we have a new expansion with Phantom Liberty, and I have played none of it. So since I want to check all this stuff out, I figured what better of a time to hop in than make a let's play, right? We can experience the new stuff together, and you guys can kind of watch me come to terms with the new goodies. So without further ado, let's hop in and see what kind of gold CD Projekt has made in this game. We'll go for regular start. We're not going to jump all the way to Phantom Liberty. We will of course go into very hard. We play RPGs on max difficulty here every time. Alright, so we have Nomad. Roam in the Badlands, looting scrapyards, raiding fuel depots. Life on the road wasn't easy, but growing up in a Nomad clan has its perks. Honesty, integrity, and a love of freedom. Qualities that few in Night City possess, and no amount of money can buy. This is absolutely your good archetype in terms of your origin story. It's a little like Dragon Age Origins here. It's not as inclusive, and it doesn't encompass as many mechanics in the gameplay, but it will give you cool, unique side quests and dialogues and ways to end certain quests or get new quests. Each one of these here has things like that. They all have their unique dialogue options and quests and the way certain characters will treat you sometimes, but it's mostly just flavor text. But flavor text is very important in RPGs, right? And you'll see when I read the others, this is very much your good character. The cool thing about Nomad is that your V here has no idea about Night City. You're new there. So as a new player, if you're hopping into this game for the first time, Nomad is perfect, because as you're curious and wondering and trying to figure it all out, your character is too. That's really nice. We have Street Kid. They say if you want to understand the streets, you gotta live them. Gangs, fixers, dolls, small-time pushers. You were raised by them all. Down here, the law of the jungle dictates the weak serve the strong. The only law in Night City you have yet to break. This is your classic rags to riches story. This is your morally neutral character, right? Raised in the streets in the hood, you manage to brush elbows with a lot of people that you're going to be doing jobs for here. You actually meet one of the main fixers in the game, that's Padre. And it has the most common sense kind of backstory with Jackie. I think this is probably the best way to meet Jackie because it makes sense. Because Jackie is a street kid too. And again, a lot of Cyberpunk comes down to rags to riches stories, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, Street Kid works pretty good. And following the trend, we've had good, we've had neutral, so you would imagine now Corpo would sit in the camp of bad or evil, quote unquote. Few leave the corporate world with their lives. Fewer still with their souls intact. You've been there, you've bent the rules, exploited secrets, and weaponized information. There's no such thing as a fair game, only winners and losers. Now, the cool thing about Corpo is you actually start the game working for Arasaka Industries, and Arasaka is basically the main antagonist of the game. You're going to spend a whole lot of time learning and fighting and working around Arasaka Corp here. What's extra cool about this is you start working in the counterintelligence division of Arasaka Industries. So that would make you kind of akin to a spy, right? You're handling corporate espionage, asset defense, intelligence network management, murder, assassination, blackmail, bribery, information theft, kidnapping, search and rescue missions, search and destroy missions. Basically looking after Arasaka's dirty laundry and making sure the corp stays on top. You are a fixer for Arasaka Corp, and it actually does come out later in the game that the way you got promoted to this position was by actually finding an enemy corporate spy and killing them, so that kind of sets you up as kind of a super soldier in a way, like a super spy. So think quick hacking, suppressed weapons, throwing knives, swords, all the things that I want to do in this playthrough. So that is why we are going for the Corpo life path this time. Because I got some really cool mods that are going to feed into that kind of corporate espionage, stealth, assassin gameplay. I think it'll be good. So we'll lock in Corpo. As you can see, I do have some mods, some that you'll see much later in the game, but don't worry, I will go ahead and I'll probably pin a comment down in the comments below with all the mods that I use as they're introduced in the videos, so you guys know exactly what I'm using in my load order in case you want to copy. Anyways, for YouTube's sake, I can't show you me making my character the whole way through, but I will meet up with you guys when we're done designing this, so bear with me. Alrighty, and here is our custom Arasaka Corpo-Rat. We got the gold cyberware right there, some body tattoos, the Arasaka red eyes, matches the gold jewelry. I think we captured the spirit of that quite good here.
V, you there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
You alright?
Fine. I just needed a breather.
Sounded like you blew your guts airlock.
Didn't notice that, did you?
Yeah, I barfed. It's just stress.
Esa chamba te va a matar.
We had a leak. My boss called. Dragged me in because we had to intervene. Everyone at Night City HQ is on edge.
But no way you're fucked, right? You're the one who fixes other people's shit.
Jackie, if you work in Arasaka counter intel, you're always fucked. Don't worry about me. I'll manage on my own.
Buena suerte.
Right, that's just our tutorial message. This place smells like money, doesn't it? Real cool aesthetic with all the red neons.
2071. Arasaka security forces prevent mass riots in San Francisco, saving the city from certain ruin. 2074. An Arasaka investigation eliminates a terror cell in Rio de Janeiro, ending a string of attacks and executing those responsible. 2076. Arasaka's counterintelligence division effectively secures a corporate summit in Jakarta, foiling 40.
That would be just last year in universe.
Sabotage it. How will Arasaka shine in 2077? That depends on you.
Some great corporate message in there. Something about a vote in a few minutes. I really like how you see all the corporate logos on our screen right here too. If you look at the top left, you see Arasaka right there to show the cyberware. Up top we have the daily intake report, that's our calories. Apparently we're 865 below optimal. It showed our cortisol spiking a little bit there too, which is the stress hormone. Really interesting. Jenkins is waiting for us in his office apparently. Frankfurt crisis is worsening.
And the birth of
Requires immediate action.
from an early age,
And our heart rate is extremely elevated.
his father had founded. As a young man, he quickly demonstrated the work ethic and
Christ, V, you were supposed to be here an hour ago.
Got held up, but I'll be right there.
Fucking Frankfurt. That Abernathy bitch will probably dump it in our laps. Ugh, hanging up. I'll be in my office. And you hurry up.
And Jenkins is the boss of our little counter-intel division here. We're basically his personal fixer. When I was talking about us killing that spy, that is what landed us the promotion to work directly under Jenkins. And Jenkins, obviously being in corporate, he has all his own ambitions and designs on things like this.
Militech hit 3 of ours. Now we're evacuating the rest of our facilities in that part of Europe.
What's the status of the 3?
They're dead. Once everyone else is safe, we'll issue a statement to the media.
Saying what?
Here's some of those corporate
A
wars.
tragic accident during routine security system maintenance would be my bet.
And there's a great shine on how you cover things up inside Arasaka Counter-Intel.
Mr. Jenkins asked for you. He's in his office.
Tamed Dragon, a biography of Yorinobu Arasaka. In many ways, the story of Yorinobu Arasaka resembles an ancient parable. The younger son of one of the modern world's most powerful CEOs renounces his heritage, forfeits his birthright, and instead chooses a rough-and-tumble life on the streets of Tokyo, only to later scamper back home to the warm, sheltered bosom of his family with his tail tucked. At least, that is the story most have pieced together from official sources. But why did Yorinobu betray his father in the first place? Why did he return? For several years, I dug deeper, followed leads, reached out to his former friends and acquaintances. Slowly, I began to unearth answers to some of the public's most burning questions. Yorinobu was born in Tokyo in the early 21st century, the first child to Saburo Arasaka's third wife, Michiko. By all accounts, he seemed a happy child that grew up to become a pleasant young man. That is, until his graduation from the University of Tokyo at the age of 21. Following the ceremony, the Arasaka family threw a party in his honor. At some point in the evening, Saburo invited his son to his study for a private conversation. What transpired there is wholly unknown, but after corroborating varied accounts, it is clear Yorinobu must have slipped out from the party and the estate only a few hours later, gone, a whisper in the night. And considering Yorinobu is the eldest son, I imagine that was a conversation about him being the heir apparent to the Arasaka throne. Yorinobu is going to be very important later, so it's cool to get a little look into this. Over the next few years, various eyewitnesses spotted Yorinobu in the company of a nomad group known as Kotetsu no Ryu, or the Steel Dragons. As part of this youthful rebellion, he purposefully involved himself in altercations with Arasaka agents and promoted anti-corporate slogans. After his family eventually confirmed Yorinobu's involvement, Saburo renounced his son, and Kei, Saburo's eldest son, swore to exact revenge on his younger brother. Ironically, it was later at Kei's funeral that Yorinobu at last reconciled with his father. Stubbornly proud to a fault, many were surprised by the Arasaka patriarch's conciliatory approach. What caused Saburo to change his mind? What role might have Yorinobu's sister, Hanako, played in their peaceable reunion? That much yet remains to be discovered. There's a lot of cool early looks here.
It's been ages. It's me, Frank. We met during Icefall. East Coast, remember?
I didn't know you were in Night City. Have you been?
You know how it is. A week ago, I was still in Cape Town. I heard you're in counter intel. Must have a shit show on your hands right now after Frankfurt. Jenkins is your lead, right? Is he what everyone says he is?
What does everyone say about Jenkins?
That he's effective. Like any psychopath. Apparently, he's gone a little crazier lately.
Hey, he's in a tough spot. The director was supposed to greenlight his promotion when the Japanese arrived. She stabbed him in the back instead. And you? Who do you work under?
Abernathy. She's really good. Came up with the whole Cape Town ploy on her own.
Abernathy? The bitch who burned my boss on the promotion to Spec Ops director.
You know how it is. Things happen.
They do indeed.
Like the intro said, there is no fair games in Corporation Town.
Tell me about the op in Cape Town.
Operation Cargo. You know about it?
Arming local conflicts in Africa. I didn't know that was you.
It was me. We dumped crates full of rifles into the ocean. They had to be pulled out using borrowed fishing boats. Same old circus, but hey, that's how wars are won.
Ain't that the truth?
Sorry, I'm in a bit of a rush right now. We'll talk another time, okay?
Sure. Good seeing you again.
Nice to see the world hasn't changed much since 2025,
Emergency
right?
protocols active. System security confirmed.
Don't look, but that's her. Jenkins' girl.
Kind of a celebrity in the office, huh? Things like that are cool. If we slowly walk by, they should chat about us a little more.
I couldn't work with that prick. What do you think they're doing now?
They need to mop up the leak. The company could lose a boatload.
We can head into our office here and get a little taste of what it's like.
I need your stamp on something. It's possible one of our assets was exposed.
Is it Frankfurt again?
No, different issue. Local.
Tell me. Quick version.
Our agent at Biotechnica suspects they might be onto him. They recently granted him red security clearance. That's top. He's been fishing for dirt, but it's been slow.
Your point.
They're clean. Like we run orphanages clean. Bleached server clean. We suspect they flagged him and are feeding him phony data. Should we greenlight exfil or let him keep looking?
Projected risks?
Limited threat to life, not Biotechnica's style. Blackmail's possible, leveraged against false accusations in the media. The guy has kids. He'd crack.
Well, let's be honest. He would crack, right? He has kids. This guy's flat out saying if we keep him there digging for dirt, there's no way they're not onto him. No corporation, especially not in Night City, is squeaky bleached server clean. They clearly know what he's all about. We leave him there instead of him getting dirt on Biotechnica. Biotechnica will get dirt on us, which would, at the bottom line, right? We pull him out. We secure Arasaka first and foremost.
Pull him out, but calmly. Don't raise any eyebrows. Otherwise, they'll catch on.
Jenkins will be livid.
I'll handle Jenkins.
Understood.
And that goes a lot to V's position here, right? Inside all this, we can just straight up say we'll handle Jenkins. And this guy didn't question us at all. Everybody talking around corners in hushed tones about us. Take a cognitive stim. It seems like it's going to be a long day. You will recognize that girl on the poster right there. That's Ciri from The Witcher. Very cool. And here's our trauma team policy. And apparently we're a negative blood type. Good to know in our line of work. Let's take a look at our PC real quick. Previous week's results from Quantified Satori. Your biodata indicators are reading abnormally. High levels of cortisol, catecholamine, and adrenaline persist from previous results. Hormone blocker usage is prescribed for only 2 weeks before requiring a baseline reset, but your usage has continued beyond 3 weeks. Recommendation: meet with your trainer to prepare a recovery plan. Kinda reminds me of the negotiator in Mass Effect, right? The one towards the end of the first game where he's overdoing it on stims to get that big deal for the Alliance, and you can either get him clean or get him off. Post-mortem on the Operation Wormy Apple, Arasaka Department of Analytics, Night City. The meeting of the Department of Operational Oversight Committee finds as follows regarding Operation Wormy Apple. The operation was executed without following proper procedure, thus putting agent lives and, more importantly, company reputation in jeopardy. The operation's success is due solely to the fact that Petrochem committed errors which proved more costly than our own. All personnel involved in planning the operation will be subject to internal audit. We find the death of the Prague contact caused toxin-induced cardiac arrest a direct result of poor planning. Required action: investigate all stages of operation planning, from reconnaissance to implementation, with the aim of isolating irregularities in procedure and/or judgment. And you've got to imagine, given our standing in the company, that we are probably the one that's going to be doing this internal audit. Yeah, so that's kind of our stand, right? Internal audits, cleaning up messes, all that stuff. Deciding what to do when in certain intelligence aspects.
Please enter the
Very highly involved in the Arasaka intel command chain. They don't lack for security.
Granted.
Are you online? Have a seat, V. Be right with you. We have to handle this voting issue before we lose our bases in the Sea of Clouds. They're about to begin. What's the situation? Yeah, just as we thought. You know what to do. Start now.
There goes the European Space Council.
Director Abernathy.
I watched the vote. What the hell was that?
A deep clean after the shit Frankfurt dumped on us. As we agreed, I got rid of the problem.
I told you to resolve the problem, not massacre the European Space Council. Do you understand what the cover-up will cost?
We would have lost the license. Now we gained a week. That's a win.
Path of least resistance always. No nuance. Has you written all over it. We're not done talking about this.
I hate that bitch. I always have.
Always meaning how long?
Before Night City, we worked on an assignment in Osaka. 2 years of subterfuge. She spent them digging a trap for me. When she became director of Spec Ops, that's when she finally shoved me in it.
We're already getting a taste a lot for how things
Now she's
work here in the
holding a gun to
corporate
my
world.
head to make sure I don't try anything. But she won't pull the trigger because she needs me. I do what she doesn't have the guts to do.
Divide and conquer. Effective strategy.
Effective. What would you do in my position?
You have to defend yourself. Remind Abernathy you're not her doormat.
You're right.
Smack her once, but hard. She'll respect you.
Seems we see eye to eye on this issue. Take this.
A data shard.
Proof of my trust. Go on, take it. It's what I've collected over the past weeks. Biometrics, trauma team card, names of her closest associates. Driver, chief of security, lover, lover's husband.
He's been cooking a trap for her, too.
Use it, and make sure Abernathy won't be a problem anymore. You said it. I need to defend myself.
If anyone finds out we even talked about this, I'll go down with you.
That's true. But everyone knows you only made it to where you are thanks to me. So it's not like they could ever believe you played no part in it.
What'll happen if I refuse?
Don't ask stupid questions. This isn't a request, V. We seem to understand each other. Take this, too.
Credship transactions are traceable. Paper disappears as soon as you spend it.
What can I say? Use this money only, find the right people for the job, no corporate affiliation. And for the core task, use someone you know inside out. Are we clear?
Yeah, I think we're clear.
Good. In that case, I'll await your report. And good luck with it. I have my AV waiting outside. It's yours to use. And don't disappoint me.
Starting off with an offer we can't refuse, huh?
Jenkins, Night City counterintel.
I have those reports you asked for?
They were supposed to be ready yesterday.
I know, but I have them now.
Send them to my inbox. And you and I will have a word about this later.
Hey, V, you alive? How's things in the Viper Pit?
Viper Pit. Yeah, couldn't have said it better.
Snakes all around.
Not yet. Just need a soul I can trust for now.
That kind of sounded like a yes. Meet me at Lizzie's. Be there in an hour.
No questions asked. Seems pretty reliable. Alright, let's take a look at that report that we were waiting on for a week. Report summary, NUSA and Militech. After assessing data collected from contact reports in Utah, Nevada, Arizona, and Montana, we did not confirm any active NUSA efforts against Arasaka assets or operations in federal territories. However, the same conclusion cannot be drawn regarding potential threats from Militech. Well, that aged well, considering we heard the other counterintel agents in the back there talking about how they attacked one of our bases. Although the corporation has obvious close ties to the NUSA government, we were unable to obtain valuable intel due to much tighter control on internal procedure and information flows. We must rely on unconfirmed, circumstantial evidence obtained by our own field agents for the time being. Conclusion. Further HUMINT gathering required. Current data are circumstantial and do not allow for indisputable conclusions. That's a whole lot of nothing, really, apart from the NUSA is kind of clean for now. The corporations do very much run the world, though, and they do very much also go to war. There'll be different data shards, like we've been reading throughout this game, that's going to add a lot of lore building and world building to our stuff. I'll make sure to read all the relevant
No, I
ones.
didn't say anything of the sort. That's
Tell
right.
your people
no
to be
comment.
careful.
How many times do I have to
They'll
say
be
it?
searching for dirt on us now.
Lunar bases are huge to them. They won't forgive us for this.
You stole a Luna base, huh?
Did you see the report on the vote? I mean, shit.
The world's going to tear us apart when the word gets around.
The world's never going to find out. And the few who do know the truth, they won't know it for long.
The subtle glare towards us as he says that. Yeah, you would want to keep it a secret that a corporation just smoked half the European Space Council. Or just to keep a license, like he said. Smells like money, don't it? Really pretty, though. I like the vibe of Arasaka Corpo-Rat. It's very Empire Strikes Back.
Please provide your destination.
Bring up district analytics.
Increased NCPD presence and activity has been reported in Haywood. No official statement has been forthcoming. Intercepted radio communications suggest MaxTac has been sent to the area. A widespread power failure has been reported in Santo Domingo. All other districts exhibit activity within expected parameters.
MaxTac being called in means there was some deep shit going down there.
Destination, Lizzie's bar.
Noted. En route.
Broadcasting with a breaking story for you. A conference of the European Space Council screeched to a grisly halt following a failure in a neural stabilization system. 5 European Space Council members are dead, while 3 remain in critical condition. Authorities are still looking into what.
So that's 8 members of the council down.
The council members were all wearing Biotechnica-provided devices. The corporation's representatives have, as yet, refused to comment. Our reporter is on the scene. We'll have updates on
Here's Night City and Corpo Square. They did a great job building the cyberpunk futuristic world here. I love the neon aesthetic. You got the advertisements all over the place. Cyberpunk might be one of my favorite fantasy worlds. Dark fantasy obviously is always my favorite, but Cyberpunk is definitely up there. This game in general, specifically 2077, might be one of my favorite game sandboxes ever made, but we can get more into that as the game progresses.
Hello, V.
Yes? We weren't scheduled to connect until the end of the week.
Quantified Satori received notification of a somewhat troubling biometric reading. I felt I should call. Is everything in order?
Dealing with a temporary nuisance. Nothing you should worry about.
Just think back to our last session. The neuromotor relaxation exercises 3 times a day. They'll soothe and lift your spirit. I know this.
Sure, okay. See you later.
Yeah, thanks, Sensei. Yeah, that's just in relation to the email we read about exceeding our neurostim limits. But they say they don't recommend using it for longer than a week. We've been using it for 3. Again, I love the advertisements here. We'll be taking a lot of look at this stuff, but the whole corporate world, everything's stripped down to what money can be made from you.
Landing site has been detected at the destination.
Find a spot close to the bar, as close as you can. Fuck procedures.
Initiating landing sequence based on new parameters.
Book procedure. Seems like a big enough roof to land.
We have arrived at your destination.
Fuck's your problem, Psycho Suit? This look like a landing pad to you? Could have fucking crushed us.
Jesus Christ. Okay, no, hey, we ain't looking for no beef with you.
That's a little taste of the skills there and how much corporations don't give a damn about anybody else's life. Not only could they have crushed them, but she just pieced those guys up with no remorse.
Why is this happening?
And of course, to add some insult to injury, imagine getting styled on like this. Your boys get smoked out like that, and then they hit the 6-point shot from across the court.
Seems trouble once in.
I don't want any trouble. Just here on business.
Good to hear. Welcome to Lizzie's.
Again, respected that. Doesn't want any smoke with a Corpo-Rat. When he flies in on an Arasaka AVU, as accommodating as you can be, clearly. That's Jackie.
Don't come here often, do you? It's good to see you, chica. Now sit down and tell me what's got your shorts in a knot.
It's good to see you too, Jack. How you been?
I got sparks flying between the Valentino boys and Maelstrom. Eddie's there for the taking, as long as you don't get flatlined. You know how it is. Can't complain, but we ain't here to shoot the shit about me. Let me hear about this problem of yours.
Data shard. Take it. What do you think?
Won't come cheap. It'll have to be done on the sly. No trail. Hard eddies only.
Got the money.
Full crew job for sure. Techie, maybe two. A runner with a gold-plated brain. And a driver with wheels from hell. Not to mention, a solo.
Mm-hmm. The piece I'm missing.
That what you need from me? My trigger finger to zero this lady?
Delicate situation, I know. That's why I need somebody I can trust.
This ain't no delicate situation, hermana. It's a hit job. Plain and simple.
You know how Arasaka operates. Or... okay, maybe you don't. This isn't a professional request I can refuse.
But I can. And I am. And you should too. Now, what do you say we liquor up and talk life? Gracias, mamita.
The wise
Double
man.
tequila with grenadine and lime. Nothing better for drowning nerves.
To this.
Was that a toast? What the hell does that even mean? You raise a glass to your mama, your hermana. To the mamacita you'll meet at the bar. But this doesn't say a damn thing. To this. This job and all the rest of that corpo bullshit. You know what it is? Un pacto con el diablo. Been saying it all along. Sold your soul to those Arasaka fuckers. Today, they got you to zero somebody. Tomorrow, they'll get somebody else to zero you.
Think I have a choice? If I refuse, they take everything and leave me nothing.
Yeah, well, let them. They'll also take the fist they got gripping your balls. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty picky about who I let touch my balls. And Saburo and his matones,
try to be.
Oh, they definitely do not make the cut.
Maybe someday. But for now, I'm still well within their reach.
You'll always be within reach. Always. Hey, you
Part
lost?
of the problem when you try to climb to the top.
V, is that right?
Did Jenkins send you? Don't believe I know you.
You don't, but we know you very well. Jenkins assigned you a task today. You'll share all the details with us.
No, don't believe I will. That's between me and Jenkins.
Fuck! How you feeling? Pretty sharp dive, huh? Your access to company networks is hereby revoked.
If you read the top there, you'll see what's happening.
Cybernetics in your possession will cease functioning. Give us the data you received from
System
Jenkins.
shut down, contract terminated.
Procedures.
How the hell did you find out?
That is not your concern. The data, now.
Jackie quietly spectating in the back.
Information's on the shore.
Smart choice.
We done?
With the formalities, yes. But I think Abernathy would gladly up our fee for ridding her of a piece of rot like you. Stand up. You're coming with us. Come on, move it.
Spinning. I think you fellas might have forgotten just how far from home you are. Not sure this barrio's your style. let alone a healthy option. Yeah, claro.
Is that a threat?
Well, you start shooting, maybe we join in, huh? Before you know it, somebody might die today.
We have what we came for. It'll do for now.
Love the way Jackie sees him off there. Jackie's the homie, the quietly watching in the back, stepping in when he felt he had to. He was my best friend.
How you feel? You alright?
He's the Garrus of Cyberpunk.
I can't breathe.
Need help?
No. It's just withdrawal syndrome. Sort of. Think they cut off my hormone regulators. Biomon and stat analysis system. Body's got to adjust.
Hey. Should I get you to a Ripper? Or, I guess, maybe trauma team's on its way.
Give me a minute. Get my shit together. That'd be that, Jack. Just lost control of my life. Completely.
I'd say you got it back. You couldn't say no to them. So they said it to you. This is a turn for the better. You'll see. Besides, you haven't lost everything.
About to say I still have a friend. That's sweet.
No, dumbass. You still got that wad for the hit job, don't you? Probably some fat-ass chunk of cha-ching. Just right for a new start. That's right, chica. Buckle up. Hey, you hearing all right? Don't look so hot. V! Hey, hermana. Your new life. It starts now.
Hello there, Night City! Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in this
Rolling from the top just to start the rise again.
Ooh, I love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her. Every new day here means 100 new arrivals, but only half these gonks will survive a year, and that's if it's a good one. And why do these peeps come to NC? Well, to be street samurai like Morgan, Blackhand, and Waylon Boa Boa. The greater the risk, the bigger the bounty, kids. Or so they say. But you can only be a major league player for so long. The faster you live, the faster you burn out. If you don't get a bullet to the brain first. NC's legends. Know where you'll find most of them? The graveyard. Matters not where you're from. Matters not where you start. What matters here is the walk you walk. In Night City. The city of dreams.
Pretty transition.
Chick we're looking for is somewhere in this building. Probably crawling with the pendejos that kidnapped her. Eyes and ears open, all right? Speaking of which, got you a little something. Militech training shard. In case you need to, brush up on your dance moves. Down for some target practice in VR?
Militech. Jack, we're talking classified military-grade tech here. How did you get it?
T-Bug. And our girl made a couple adjustments.
Why? Thinks she knows better?
Nah. Said it didn't suit her, style. You'll see what I mean.
Not now, Jack. No time. Maybe later.
Sure. Mañana.
Will Kako give you any tips and tricks for the job?
I'm not your mother. Just do what I pay you for. It's easy work. Yeah.
Let's do this.
Alright, and before we start our first gig as a freelancer, I think that'd be a pretty good chance to split the episode on up. So, thank you for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment on your way out, and I will see you soon with more Cyberpunk 2077. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.